Hello folks, I got another project here for you from Matthew. And Matthew actually has a Bitwig tutorial channel of his own. You can check out that link in the description, but we'll get to that in a second here. I want to show you a track that he has sent me, and to be honest, I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want to do much because it's pretty finished. It sounds good. I like the way it is. It didn't need me whatsoever, and that's no surprise. Matthew has his own Bitwig channel, so he knows what's going on. He knows what's up. Anyway, let's listen to the track, and then I'll show you what I did do, even though it's very minimalist. And yeah, let's get into it. right? It's pretty chillin', man. Pretty relaxed. I like the time signature 7/4. Great time signature to write in. Same with 6/8. It makes me want to like put on a nice suit, like an expensive suit. You know, you got your watch, you polish it up a little bit, put the clasp on your wrist. You feel good, throw on some dark sunglasses, go to New York. It's nighttime, get into the back of a limo, light a cigar, and like do heroin or something. No, don't do heroin. Maybe just have a cigar and some wine, some brandy. Man, like a nice port or something. You know what I mean? And just tell the limo driver to just rip around for a little bit. Anyway, you can see how there's not much that I needed to do in this track, but you know, in the interest of doing things, I decided that maybe I will do some stuff. I guess the first thing I did was I just grouped everything of his into a group and called it original, and that way I could separate and mute the stuff that I did, which I just figured out is probably the better way to do things for these videos. And I see he's got a spring reverb here, which is interesting because it's basically a reverb with a blur device in the tank effects, which is it's super cool, and I love that sound. If you don't know what a spring reverb is, it's the ones you find in the back of guitar amps, and it's literally a spring inside of a box, and on one end of the spring is a transducer, which is basically like a speaker without the cone. And then on the other end is another transducer, which is like a microphone without the cone. And then because it takes time for the audio signal to travel through the spring, you get like a really short little delay, and you get like a crazy doingy kind of effect. If you ever pick up an old guitar amp, not even an old guitar amp, just a guitar amp that has a spring reverb box in it, and you set it down a little hard, it literally goes doing, doing, doing. It's dope. I love that sound. And so I thought that was clever, you know, toss a blur device in there, and away you go. He's got a delay 1 going. Yeah, delay 1. We've talked about that recently. I put in a reverb effect here. So what I did was I actually went and I got some audio, like sound effects. One's the small crowd chatter. So it's just the people chattering in the background, right? Because it gives you that kind of that party vibe. That sound of being at a party, like the song kind of gives me that vibe anyway. And then the sound of a city street, which, as I already described to you, gives me the feeling that you're in kind of a city. And then for whatever reason, the sound of someone laughing. And don't ask me why. It just seemed appropriate, maybe from my years of listening to Pink Floyd or something. I don't really know. And then I did some drums. I got a Yamaha drum kit from the Nectar acoustic kit. And I just reinforced the drums a little bit, did a little kind of a roll thing there. And then, of course, I added a little guitar. I got the old, the Fender Telecaster there, left-handed, you know, with the mini humbucker in the neck position, plugged that sucker in, and we did a little bit of a guitar thing. Nothing fancy, just very relaxing. And on that channel, this is, you know, kind of always how it goes. You filter out the crap you don't want, and in this case I didn't want anything below, what was it, 285 apparently. I mean, I'm gonna lower that, make it 213, and then so you filter out the crap you don't want, you compress the stuff that you do want, and then you can start on your effects. I did a chorus into a delay into a reverb, and they're all in line. And I know you're wondering, you're gonna say, but Alex, you always tell us to put effects on effects channels. I know, but this is the only track that I'm gonna put this stuff on, and I mean, it's just easier to put it in line on the guitar channel, and so that's what I did. Okay, is that okay? And then let's see, I added this reverb channel. Yep, and I think I only sent the drums to it. Well, let's look at the reverb channel. Oh yeah, the man laughing goes into heavily, and then you get a little bit of drums, and that's basically it. That's all that I needed to do to this track. And so we can have a listen to this now, and then you can tell me if it improved it, ruined it, defiled it. I feel a lot like I just soiled an already great song. But you be the judge, and you tell me. All right, so let's open this up again. Zoom in, of course. And oh, I feel like I did one other thing. What was that? Oh, this guy here, Matthew. My Melodyne, I have Melodyne, but when I open it, it gives me this, which means it didn't transfer over the files. But I figured just by looking at this and the notes that it was using, that is actually, that audio 2 is just the bounce out from Melodyne on audio 1. So I figured that I didn't need it, and so I deactivated it. If that's not true, then let me know. Well, you know what? I'll play it without Melodyne, and you can tell me. Let's see. Yeah, so I thought maybe you just took this sample and melodyned it upwards and, you know, did your thing to it. So anyway, I deactivated it because it didn't work, and anyway, like with the Melodyne, and so I left it like that. But I could very well be missing that sample right now. But that's, you know, that's not, I don't think it's overly important. This track sounds great. Anyway, I love the Rhodes. Big endorsement to the Rhodes. I freaking love them. It's like the greatest keyboard ever. That and the Wurlitzer and the Hammond, but I think the Rhodes it's just the king shit, people. King shit. Okay? All right, well, let's zoom in. Let's do what we do. And we'll hit this little button. It's already hit. And we'll start back at the beginning. And you tell me, all right? Sweet. I just noticed something. I did not want for this to continue. Get rid of that. There we go. But yeah, you see what I mean? Just nothing. I didn't do anything drastic. I added a little guitar here. Just like a little cutesy little bit of guitar. And then the city. It's like it's indistinguishable really in the track, but when you listen to it, it's just kind of sounds like noise. But if you remove it, right, it takes the space. That just adds like a space to it almost. And so yeah, that's basically it. It just didn't need much is the whole thing. So basically, if you want to get a hold of Matthew, if you want to watch some of his tutorials, you should do that. Let's check it out. Well, first of all, he's on SoundCloud. You can check that out. Mathieu Pe, is that right? I don't know. I don't know how to do the accent thing. So is it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's it right there. Check him out. Mathieu-Pe. It's Matthew, Mathieu. Okay, check it out. Give him. Oh, he's following me. Cool, man. Cool dude. And and then check out his website here, and it's just mathieu-pe.com, and you can see all the links to his stuff there. And let's go check out his YouTube here. I'm gonna pause this just for a sec and click subscribe. Okay, give him some subscription love there. All right. Okay. Thanks, Matthew. I hope you guys liked what I did. I hope you guys like what Matthew did, and go ahead and check out his stuff there and let us know what you think down in the comments below. And of course, if you have a project and you want me to dick around with it and do what I did here with Matthew's project to yours, then fire it away. Okay, send it to me in my email. That's pretty easy to do. You can find that in the About section. I'll put it in the description down below just in case. And if you have, comments or anything to say, questions about how to do anything in Bitwig, leave them below. And of course, if you have suggestions for future videos, then definitely let me know about that, because again, it's all about you guys, and I don't know what you want to know until you tell me. All right? Okay, kids, take care of each other. Be good to each other. We'll see you in the next video. Ciao.